Daniel Parchment getting ready to whistle this one off. And we wonder, George, how much Montego United will miss Dino Williams tonight. He has scored 36 goals for them in the past 3 seasons. There's no player in Premier League football who has scored more goals over that 3-year period than he has. But he's out tonight. 10 goals last year, 10 goals the year before, and 16 goals 3 years earlier. Montego trying to go forward. Fletcher. Montego United attack. Scupper. But immediately, it's a free kick. Who has been injury-plagued over the years, goes down within the first minute.
Yeah, he was tackled from behind as he broke forward. The ball just wouldn't sit for him. It wasn't running the way he wanted it to. But he won the free kick. The referee allowed the advantage, but no advantage accrued for Montego United, so he has pulled back the play and given them a chance from free kick range.
Vassar Reynolds, reigning champion, the Costa Cup coach with Rossies. Donovan Ducey, new coach of Mount Pleasant, having led Waterhouse admirably last year to the runner-up spot. Free kick to Montego United. So the newbies immediately thrown into a defensive zone here in the first minute. Losing front. Wants to strike it himself, it seems. Fletcher also showing some interest. Left-footed strike straight into the wall. Fletcher runs after the left-footed strike that is superbly blocked.
Ricardo Campbell with the block, Lance. Excellent. And he's upset with his midfielders, Campbell.
Curly turns brilliantly. Pass forward there, whistle. Follow coming, free kick to Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, Alan Otti picking up speed and going after that one, but excellently marshalled. This is Otti. The cool defending from Liston James, just using his body as a pivot to block the Montego man. You spoke about goals earlier, Lines, not girls. Devon Hodges had a tremendous spell in the RSPL a few years ago. Tell you more soon.
Moving on the forward thrust. Richie. Great ball forward for Bedford to chase. Looking for some support on the inside, Bedford. Hodges, who sprints over to the left to collect.
Into touch, he didn't keep it in. Devon Hodges, that's the man. 2008-2009 Lance, he scored 24 Premier League goals. Then 2009-2010 he scored 18 goals. He was leading scorer in both those seasons in Rivoli colours. And in 2018 he's still cutting it at the highest level. That's remarkable.
Yeah, did have a short stint in Vietnam as well as he travelled overseas. And at 34 years old, still remains a pretty potent striker at this level.
And don't forget, Lance, he holds the record for the most goals in a Premier League game. He scored 10 times as Rivoli beat Invaders 15-0 in 2004-2005. No other player has come close to matching that number. 10 goals in one Premier League game. Devon Hodges owns that record.
I rather doubt that he'll be able to replicate that tonight with the quality of opposition that he faces. Matt Bain with a strong challenge there for Montego United, as a Mount Pleasant team tries to go forward now. I think there's some dissatisfaction with the ball.
Lance, there's an energy whenever Mount Pleasant get the ball and they're attacking, almost as if they are the home team and not the away team.
Shot powerfully driven on goal by Benbow, gets a deflection and wins a corner, I think. There's Benbow, the young striker for Mount Pleasant, first season with this club, having played with Waterhouse last year. Was part of the St. George's College winning Manning Cup team back in 2012, the last time that SDGC won the Manning Cup title.
Yeah, he's a bit special, Cardinal Benbow.
First corner here for Mount Pleasant. Dangerously across the box. Oh, no one gets to it. That squeezes by everyone.
Oh, Ronaldo Rodney, Lance. He missed a glorious opportunity. He missed his header. That was very well delivered from the corner. This is it. The ball curling in and Ronaldo Rodney. Oh, my goodness. Anything on that. And goalwards. Probably a goal. Misses a free header.
Oh, yes, he did. Ronaldo Rodney scored 4 goals last season for Mobe United. One of 2 ex-Mobe United players in this Mount Pleasant setup tonight. We'll be on the advance here with cleared away. Just the Mount Pleasant bench.
If you was maybe wondering why the Mobe United team are playing in this colour shirt, Lance, it has to do something with their support for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is this month, October.
Yes.
Collaboration with the Jamaica Cancer Society, and good to see a Premier League club picking up this effort. We lose mothers, sisters and wives to the condition, and good that Mobe United helping in their own small way.
Rather like that colour.
You said fuchsia. I need to drop out of my chair. I wouldn't have known the colour. I would have said pink.
Well, I'm not absolutely sure, but I think so.
Own it, Whittaker, own it.
Our producer is suggesting it's hot pink. And then he's a man. We're in the 7th minute. Mobe in control. Was pushing the ball out of defense. Otti with a cross inside. Ball.
Penalty. Has to be. Very, very good call from the referee. Excellent spot by the referee.
Ricardo Campbell protests the decision. The former Humberland central defender puts his team in trouble now from this handball. I don't think the referee had a choice.
Yeah, not a deliberate handball, but guess what? He stopped the ball from going into the direction of an attacker. That is a handball.
So the cross from Alan Otti, the handball from Ricardo Campbell, and Mobe United have an opportunity now to go ahead early in the piece.
Looks like Gregory Lewis has claimed it, Lance. I beg your pardon.
Parchment getting some resistance there. It's doing ambusling.
I mean, Orlando McBain looks to be the man who's taking charge of this penalty, number 14, the big man who plays right back.
Well, he scored the penalty for Mobe that defeated Dunbeholden in the victory they had last week, and he has an opportunity to stretch his lead as the team leading scorer for Mobe United. McBain, the 33-year-old, with a responsibility to put the home team in front. Yes! What a strike! Powerful! The net shakes. Vassarello celebrates. Mobe won.
Authoritative, sure, certain from 12 yards from Orlando McBain. That was a smashing penalty in every sense of the word. Look at him. Bang! No chance. No 2 goalkeepers of any standard would dig that out.
Unstoppable strike, powerful right-footed strike. Kadeen Davison, the Mount Pleasant goal, had no chance. The 33-year-old celebrates his 2nd goal of the season, both from the penalty spot, and the only strike so far for Mobe United this season. So the 4-time champions have drawn first blood here at home against the Newbies.
The build-up to that incident which caused the penalty was very good from Mobe. They played through the Mount Pleasant team, and here they come again with that man, Rosencroft.
Rosencroft knocked over by his former teammate Rodney. Mount Pleasant trying to shake off the stutter here early in the piece. Mount Pleasant on the advance. Big strong challenge coming from Amponsa. Ball across the box, just ahead of Hodges. Goal kick to Mobe.
That was Cardinal Benbow, Lance, with a wicked cross, just eluding Devon Hodges. Put it on the right, Cardinal Benbow did, and fired that one in. Not too far away from his centre forward.
Yeah, Benbow, 23 years old, did have a short stint in the USL Pro League with Harrisburg City Islanders. There's a cross, good strong cross. Just 2 meters or so in front of Hodges. Fine strike there by the 23-year-old. 10 minutes in.
Dream start for the home team, lads.
Orlando McBain strike from the penalty spot has the home team in front. How will Mount Pleasant respond?
Yeah, they'll say shaken and not stirred. Remember, they went down 1-0 to Portmore United in their first game at Portmore's home ground at the Spanish Town Prison Oval and worked themselves back to win 2-1.
There's Sule McConnell, former Portmore player. And there's McBain, their goal scorer. Losing Croft forward. Just a little bit too much weight on the pass for Fletcher.
Montego United playing better. Their creative players have gotten on the ball already. Rosencroft has been running the show so far in tandem with Alan Otti, who's raiding to his right. That was the combination that forced the penalty. And this man has some problems early. Donovan Ducky.
Yeah, problems he didn't bargain for. Unfortunately, the way they went behind. As we said, clearly not a deliberate handball from Ricardo Campbell, but he just had difficulty getting his hand out of the way from the Alan Otti cross. Curlew. Rosencroft. Otti. Great cross by Otti. Gregory Lewis gives up a corner here. Mope have their fans excited.
Brilliant play again. Kenny Curlew this time. Midfield policeman releases Otti. Otti's driven cross, well, curling it to the back stick, and disappointed that there was no man in a fuchsia shirt at the back post, Alan Otti.
Corner kick to Mobe and Jermaine Rosencroft. Mobe trying to rebound from a wretched season last year. They finished 9th in the table, 3 unlike them. Failed to make the playoffs. Hugely unfamiliar feeling for this culturally sound football group, Montego United. Lewis for Mount Pleasant. No Campbell. Rodney. Good sequence of passes here now from Mount Pleasant. Oh, that's a delightful ball through to Beckford. Has pace, gets to it in time. Faces McBain. Beckford's cross. Punched away there by Hutchinson. Mount Pleasant trying to keep the pressure on. There's Lewis. Richie. Oh, that's a great pass.
But to the wrong man. Hodges doesn't have that pace anymore, lads.
Yeah. He should have played it to his feet. His age, I think Hodges wants the ball more to his feet than in the spaces.
Yeah. Look at this ball for Cardell Benbow. Wow. Brilliant.
Very, very strong cross there. And Hutchinson in goal had to be very, very alert because Hodges was right there to snap a header in if the opportunity arrived. Mobe in control. Lewis. Richie. Benbow. Oh, his second touch wasn't as good as it needed to be. As a result, he lost possession of the ball. Otti's long ball forward looks for Fletcher. Fletcher puts Campbell under some pressure. This is Natalie Grant, former Receives captain.
I like how this home team is playing, Lance. I really like how Montego Bay has responded, has started this contest on the front foot, every man looking confident on the ball. And the 1-goal cushion has helped them to settle even faster than they would have.
Yeah, significant for them that, as we said, they are a rebuilding unit. And a team over the years that has been able to mix experience with youth to get results. Last season they were pretty poor. Now with the injection of some young, gifted, energetic players in their roster, they're trying to improved from their last season's disappointment. Appeared to be a handball.
Jordan Fletcher is down. Took a hard challenge just now when he was trying to keep the ball from Sule McCalla. And is down with an injury on the far side.
Watch what it is. It's all about playing up clear. And the man never cut the wall up and not press the man never argue. Cannot. Never talk to him. Turn on, not bad. I mean, nobody never talk to you. So you're clear. Good.
Yeah, he's remonstrating with his captain, Kenny Curlew, because the previous Mobile United attack started from a bad giveaway. This is Jordan Fletcher, under pressure from Sule McCalla, trying to fend off the left back, and took a shot to the left ankle there, Lance.
Yeah, that was a pretty strong challenger from Sule McCalla, who is known to be a very robust player. Young Fletcher is resilient and will recover well.
Just saw a shot there of Warren Barrett, the famed goalkeeper of Jamaica's 1998 World Cup qualification campaign and World Cup run in France, a part of the Mobile United backroom staff.
Free kick to Montego. Trailing here after 16 minutes. Good crowd on hand here at the Mobile Sports Complex.
Very good goal, lads.
Several blue and white shirts in the box for Mount Pleasant, waiting for the opportunity. Kamar Beckford. To the far post he goes. They've given up a corner.
Yeah, clever by Bengo. He jumped early and in so doing disrupted the reading of Robinson of the flight of that ball, and that's why Robinson touched it behind for a corner. But good so far from the home team, good and positive. Mount Pleasant have shown bits and pieces of what they can do, and Rodney will rule his missed chance from a corner early.
Lewis with a free kick for Mount Pleasant. The header, the shot attempted on goal, and there's an injury in the box, or a foul in the box.
That man Rodney and Amponza took a kick to the head.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah. Rodney going for the overhead kick. Ponce's face was in the way.
You call that brave defending, Lance?
Yeah. His former teammate. As I said, Rodney and Ladea Ritchie, the two Pleasant players in the starting roster tonight, who previously played for Mobile United. Championship winning teams for Mobile United to boot. Good strong work here from Campbell. A little challenge on McBain, the goal scorer, who is down hurt. And Campbell, after a handball to give up the penalty, now goes in the referee's bad books with a yellow card.
This was a bad tackle from Ricardo Campbell. Saw McBain coming, determined to win another tackle in the sequence, and let's see. Oh, Lance, that's a red card. Wow, he got away with it there.
You have to think that he could have pulled out of that.
He could have.
Yeah. So McBain struck heavily in the midsection there by the boot of Ricardo Campbell. Who protests again.
The thing is, these are always difficult because the player who commits the foul ultimately has to be seen to make a challenge by his teammates or else his teammates will remonstrate with him. His coach will also do the same. So I'm thinking he has to tackle, but did he have to tackle this way? This is Campbell, the boot raised. Well, he went with the side of the foot, Lance. So you can say he was trying at the last minute to not make it too severe. So I'll give him that. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So good decision by Daniel Parchment to produce only the yellow card.
From the original angle we saw, it didn't even appear that it may have been a strike to the leg.
Yeah.
But McBain is in pain for sure. Vassar Reynolds, the Montego United coach, championship titles on his log. Wolmer's in Walker Cup football, receives the Costa Cup champions last year.
He's climbing the success ladder, Lance. He's conquered schoolboy football, and now he's come to the biggest league in the land. The biggest league in the land is the RSPL, and he's hoping to take Mobe to the promised land.
To take Cumberland to the playoffs 2 seasons ago.
Arnett Garnes knocked them out.
Yeah. He was now on this side of the island, having moved from Kingston, where he was teaching at Wolmer's boys. Now he is at Rossi's.
I love what I've seen from Jordan Fletcher already, and the right-hand side of the Montego United attack lines. That's where the problem is for Mount Pleasant's left side of defense. The combination of McBain, Rosencroft, and Otti.
Robinson's first touch there just sets the ball up for Hodges. Now some imprecise passing in midfield from Mount Pleasant, and they've given the ball away. Temple with the ball through the legs. Great skill there. Tiny Craig does well in midfield, cleaning up there for Mobe. Oh, Bedford wins it here now for Mount Pleasant. Under a lot of pressure. Does well to keep possession of the ball. Rodney in attack. Hodges there as well. Bedford with a left-footed strike over the top.
Yeah, didn't have much going on for him. The way he was approaching the ball, the angle he approached it, there wasn't a cross on, a pass on. So he went for the shot. This is a good ball over the top of the defense. And Ponza there again with that forehead to knock it away. And Bushy Beckford trying to pick up the scraps. And his shot high.
Yeah. Scored 12 goals for Waterhouse last season, was their leading scorer, and was a huge reason why they were propelled to the final under Ducky's guidance. Ducky reunited with Kamar Beckford now at Mount Pleasant. So that's a foul again.
Yeah, another hard tackle.
Oh, that's actually Richie.
Well, Otti was brought down by McCallum.
Yeah. Midway the first half now. The home team, up to this point, satisfying their home fans with the lead.
Yeah, the last 8 minutes do have been scrappy. What with the injury to Fletcher, then the injury to McBain. But Mobe right where they want to be, in front.
Bedford. Lewis. Goes for a strike. Snapped out, and a quick transition play here from Mount Pleasant.
Excellent defending from Liston James.
James does well here. James in the number 6 shirt, one of 2 players in the starting roster for Mount Pleasant who were actually a part of the team that qualified for the Premier League. All of the other players were new signings in the summer.
Yeah, so there's that continuity and reward for excellence at a lower level.
Oh, great pass by Lewis inside to Hodges. Oh, risky pass. Now Rodney, can he get the strike off? Rodney over the top.
Brilliant play from Ronaldo Rodney. Worked the space, always wanted to get it on his right foot. The Mobe players powerless to stop him from maneuvering it onto the right peg. Look at him, first touch, second touch, third touch, shot now, under pressure at that point. Good from the attacking midfielder for Mount Pleasant, even though his shot was high in the end.
Yeah, playing with a lot of gusto here, Ronaldo Rodney, the 28-year-old. you said 4 goals for Montego United last season when they did pretty badly. I sense his role here in the Mount Pleasant team, though, George, looking a lot more offensive than I remember him playing for Montego United.
Certainly, he was more conservative in his Montego days. Has been asked to almost play in support of the forwards by Donovan Ducky for Mount Pleasant. Didn't see him so far up the pitch in the Montego United jersey at all.
Yeah, that's right. He's losing Croft. Usually a good passer of the ball, losing Croft. A player that has been hampered by injury over the years, and a player I think with a lot of quality. And I just get the feeling that we hardly see the best of him because he almost always seems to be battling injury concerns.
I tell you what, the last time Montego won the RSPL, Lance, he was mesmerizing.
Yes.
Absolutely. When he was on his game in that championship campaign, unplayable, do anything he wanted. He could score, make passes, beat players. He had it all. But as you said, hampered by shin splints. That's the injury that has affected him throughout his career in the RSPL.
Actually scored in the final against Portmore, himself and Dino Williams in the final 2016 when they won.
Apology extended by Nazim Matali Grant after some silky play in the middle of the field, lands the final pass to take him down. Look, there is more than enough spectators in the main stand to fill every seat, but some people just prefer to stand in the aisles, Lance. That's why you're seeing empty seats, but it's a packed house over there.
McCullough with a free kick for Mount Pleasant. Bedford. It's back to McCullough on the left. Good cross by McCullough. Whistle.
Yeah, Fletcher judged to have fouled his man, Ricardo Campbell.
So huge battles here developing between the 20-year-old Fletcher and the 30-year-old Campbell. With good reason, because Campbell would know how potent Fletcher is. Scored 36 goals 2 seasons ago in the schoolboy football season to propel Cornwall College to the DeCosta Cup title. Had a short stint at San Jacinto Junior College in Texas as well, before returning home. Jordan Fletcher. 2 years ago when Cornwall College were the toast of schoolboy football, he was, along with Peter Lee Vassell, the hottest names in the DeCosta Cup. Yep. Forward. Montego United looking threatening now. Messed up the play. Mr. James it was that came away with the ball, but now he's lost it.
On the right side of that Montego United attack, again the left side of the Mount Pleasant defense very leaky, and again Wozencroft playing Alan Otti through. Here he comes again.
Fletcher does well to shield the ball away from Campbell. Ball whipped inside quickly, but Kadeem Davis, very outstanding goalkeeper 2 seasons ago, was tremendous for Humberland as they were regular season champions under Donovan Ducky's guidance.
Yeah, Keane Curlew almost got away with that, Lance, that challenge on Gregory Lewis. It was shoulder to shoulder. He knocked him off balance and then used his hands to finish the job. That's why referee Daniel Parchment called it. Yeah, that was the final shove, which was deemed to have been illegal.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong there, but then right there, yeah, it's a problem there.
So Lewis tumbles over from the challenge. 7 fouls by Mobe, 5 fouls by Mount Pleasant as we approach the half hour. 12 fouls called already by referee Daniel Parchment. A 3-man wall set up here by Mobe. Strike straight on goal, the rebound, and Hodges strikes for Mount Pleasant. We're back in business at 1-1 on 30 minutes.
That's why he's been Red Stripe Premier League top goal scorer 2 seasons in his long career. Donovan Ducky kisses the badge. He kissed the Puma logo by mistake first and realized the badge was on the other side, adjusted his kiss and got it right in the end. But Devon Hodges, arch predator, look at this free kick. The goalkeeper Hutchinson didn't gather cleanly because the shot had some zip on it. And Devon Hodges, like a vulture cleaning up roadkill, gets in and kills Montego United for 1-0. Ducky kissing.
Well, Ducky has been at 3 different clubs in the past 3 seasons. Humberland 2 seasons ago, Waterhouse last year, and now Mount Pleasant. And he's back in business here at 1-1.
That foul by Keil Curlew, very costly. That's where the opportunity came from for the free kick. The free kick, Lance, was venomously struck. Can't blame the goalkeeper for not catching it.
Tremendous strike Hutchinson taking to hold on to the free kick. And this man, Hodges, right on spot, right on time. And Mobe and Coach Vice Reynolds losing the early advantage they had. It's now 1-1.
Come on, RSPL.
Score of the penalty. That sent Mount Pleasant, Mobe United in front.
Hodges is down hurt.
Yeah. So the man of the moment for Mount Pleasant, now in discomfort. He was right on spot there to pounce on the rebound. But what a tremendous free kick that was. Look at the swerve on the ball. Hutchinson tried, but wasn't good enough. Wow. Hodges strikes his first of what could be many goals this season for Mount Pleasant.
Yeah. You know what was good about that finish, Lance? The goalkeeper, after he spilled it, tried to make himself big, but Hodges was always aiming for the right-hand corner. And he's an expert finisher. Don't watch his conditioning, Devon Hodges. He is pound for pound, pun intended, one of the best strikers to have played in the RSPL, to have played in the Premier League. And he showed his pedigree in that moment, Devon Hodges.
Having a quick word there with a hands-on CEO of the Mount Pleasant Academy setup. Mr. Gold. Has invested immensely in the Mount Pleasant project.
Yeah, Gold of the Peter variety. Hodges still getting treatment off the pitch, Lance.
I understand he's a huge Chelsea fan, Mr. Gold.
You can see that in the Mount Pleasant crest.
So Hodges on the sideline, so Mount Pleasant for the moment down to 10 men. Mobe United having enjoyed a 1-0 advantage in the opening 10 minutes of the game, now find themselves heading to the halftime break at 1-1 against the spirited Mount Pleasant Academy setup. Donovan Ducky, coach of the Mount Pleasant team, coming off 2 pretty solid seasons as a coach. He had coached 2 seasons ago Humberland to the regular season title when they boasted by far the best defensive record in the league, conceding only 21 goals in 33 matches. And then last year took over the Waterhouse team in mid-November when they were just 1 point above the relegation zone, completely turned them around. They shot into the playoffs and went all the way to the final, which they lost on penalties to Portmore.
Yeah.
So Donovan Ducky has produced very, very strong results in the past 2 seasons.
Yep. The old and the new combining for the Montego United, for the Mount Pleasant Academy goal. That free kick struck by Ladale Ritchie. And that's the point I made about Devon Hodges again, is that Donovan Ducky could have bought any centre forward from any club from Mount Pleasant Academy. He did not buy a Premier League centre forward. He stuck with the one who played domestically for Mount Pleasant in that qualification competition the season before, because he knows that Devon Hodges, his pedigree is better than all of the centre forwards we have campaigning in the RSPL now. No disrespect to anybody, but this man's record, his goals record, is there to stand up to any form of scrutiny.
Mount Pleasant now back in business. Benbow has switched sides from more left to right, trying to get the return play. Benbow trying to feed Beckford through. Beckford gets into the box! Just high from the left boot of Bushy Beckford.
Quick swivel up the hips to drop the ball with the right foot onto the left. And when he went to with the left, I thought it was money for Mount Pleasant, but somehow he managed to scuff his shot. Look at the pass from Benbow. Well, the ball was blocked. Then it came to him, sweeps it onto the left foot, and I thought it would have been the net rippling there from Beckford. Although the goalkeeper didn't give him much to shoot at, to be fair to Hutchinson, who stood tall at his near post.
Paul Teagle Davis standout striker in his days for Jamaica, and the SEBA, which is the team that morphed into Montego United, now assistant coach at Mount Pleasant Academy, and was a huge part of their development over the past year and a half to get them into the Premier League before Duckett joined them late into the playoffs. Hodges doesn't have much support on the front end, but wins a throw.
And the momentum has swung in this game. That man has had as good a game as I've seen him have for a long time. Alan Otti almost always disappoints me, but he has been very much active for Montego United, has been a part of much of what they've done well.
Hodges sets the ball back. Oh, what a strike that had a lot of power on it.
Gregory Lewis, no, come on, Isaacs, take it back.
Isaacs with a strike right-footed. Another former Humble Lion player. Got a lot of power onto that strike, but just a bit too high. Well, wayward now from that angle. Shot looked a lot cleaner from the other angle. Ritchie under pressure. To the far post, too much weight on it. Goal kick to Montego United.
Yeah, all of a sudden the visitors pushing the home team back. Buoyed by that equalizer from Devon Hodges. And look, standing room only in the main stand here at the Captain Hall Sports Complex. They've all come to see the new team. They've all come to see Ducky and a certain Reagan kick at halftime, lads.
Product of this City Montego Bay riding kick. Rising star on the reggae scene. The rhythm of this game is pretty even at 1-1. Curlew goes wide to McBain. Fletcher. He gives the ball away. Doing a lot of work there, but appears to be fouled in the end.
Not sure I agree with that call. I thought the ball was won before he was tripped. 3 Montego players attending to him. And look, the ball is won there, and then he collides with Matali Grant and buys a free kick from referee Parchment.
So Rodney, for years a part of the Montego United team, actually was part of the roster that won their last 2 titles in 2014 and 2016. Now traded to Mount Pleasant. Forceful header there by Ladale Ritchie, gets that one out. Ritchie, one of the local-based players that is at the moment commanding a spot in the Jamaica national setup. After seeing Jamaica Reggae Boys set up, George, for years, that was filled with overseas-based players.
Yeah. Problems here for one of the Montego United defenders because Devon Hodges was fouled by that man.
I think that's Drummond, is it?
Yes, it is. Anthony Drummond. It was an off-the-ball foul.
So Hodges has been in some wars here. Yeah, there's a late kick almost to the side of the knee. And referee Parchment wasn't too far away from the play and spotted it.
And here's Kevin Isaacs once again, lads. From free kick range.
Isaacs preparing to strike. Three-man Mobe wall set up straight into the wall this time by Isaacs. Isaacs a standout for Manchester High in the Costa Cup 3 seasons ago or 4 seasons ago.
Wizencroft angry at Nadale Ritchie. Well, angry at the referee for not carding Ritchie there. His former teammate, look, just grabs him by the shoulder and flings him down, like Ritchie does.
Ritchie, a very robust player. Into the final 4 minutes of this first half, and this is as intense a game that you'll get here at the Catherine Hall Sports Complex. Strong challenge by McCallum. Beckford, Benbow. Beckford with a return play. Too much weight on the pass there, looking for Benbow.
I was upset at the weight of pass.
Between them scored 19 goals for Waterhouse last year, Benbow and Beckford. Now trying to transfer that scoring success in the Mount Pleasant blue and white outfit.
There have been some interesting battles here, especially the one between both men in shot now. Jordan Fletcher and that man Ricardo Campbell have been fighting for supremacy since the first whistle. It's 1-1 on the scoreboard, even between both men so far.
McBain with a throw from Mobe United. Fletcher being hounded by McCallum. Pass back poor. Hodges pretty deep. Benbow. Hodges takes the ball from him. Don't think Benbow wanted that. Drummond. Robinson. Looking for his passing options upfield, but Ronaldo Rodney, early candidate for
Man of the first half?
Yes, his work rate, George, has
tremendous.
been tremendous.
Yes, it has been. Really pleasing. Here he is again.
And his offensive thrusts, putting a lot of work in here for Mount Pleasant against his former team.
Yeah.
Pretty certain that Ducky is delighted with Rodney's effort so far.
Yeah, there are a couple of players where I'll tell you that he wouldn't be pleased with. But Rodney is not among them. He won't like the defensive work that Sule McCullough has done in the main. Because it's on his side, Sule McCullough's left back station, that Mobe United have been raiding in this first half. And once the devastating effect when they won that penalty.
Lewis with a throw. Ritchie wins another throw for Mount Pleasant.
So it's been a good game, lads. Very competitive. Some good midfield play. Rodney for Mount Pleasant. Wizencroft for Mobe.
Good exchange of passes here between Hodges and Rodney. Ritchie, Lewis, Beckford. Oh, Beckford allows the ball to squeeze off his boot for a throw. We'll be disappointed with that, Beckford.
Yeah, textbook finishing from Devon Hodges earlier.
Yeah.
Fantastic penalty from McBain.
Ritchie. Oh, great quick pass forward here to Benbow. Rodney. Rodney's strike is a good one. Hutchinson is right there for the 10.
Yeah, not convincing from Hutchinson, but got the job done. Didn't take it cleanly first time, but smothered it with his arms. This is Benbow running forward. Nice flick to get Rodney involved. And Hutchinson gathers eventually.
Benbow on the follow-up almost got a boot onto that one, which could have deflected it past the goalkeeper Hutchinson if he got a touch onto it. Rapid movement there by Benbow.
Yeah, looks really sharp tonight. Looks really, really sharp.
2 minutes added on for stoppages. A fairly entertaining first half here. Mobe United, 4-time champions against newcomers Mount Pleasant, where they're having the time of their lives, shaking off the new boys from St. Anne. First team in Premier League football from the parish of St. Anne since Benfica 2010-2011.
The crowd on the far side really enjoyed his trickery. Sule McCallum over there in his grill, not giving him any room. This is it.
Great skill here by the 19-year-old former Receipts man.
Oh, it was actually that may have gone into touchdowns.
Yeah,
and I think it was a false move, which the crowd cheered for. Nevertheless, there's a man down. It's Richie.
Yeah, Richie
with cramps.
Don't hurt. Richie, of course, part of the Jamaican Reggae Boys setup that defeated the Cayman Islands in their opening match in the CONCACAF Nations League. Struggling now, the 29-year-old, as we head towards the half-time break.
He doesn't look too concerned though. Oh, he's good. Continue is what he's saying.
Yeah. Just needs a little medical help and some icy application and he'll be fine.
The one thing that Pastor Reynolds will be most disappointed about, Lance, on the attacking front for Mobe United, when they get that ball into the right wing position, when Rosencroft slips in either Matali Grant, Fletcher or Alan Otti, there are only as many as 2 Mobe men in the box waiting for the cross. That's not good enough. You need more numbers, or you need midfielders that are breaking deep so you can pull the ball back to the penalty spot or even to the edge of the 18-yard box. There's not enough players supporting the attack from out wide, and Reynolds would not be happy with that.
Hodges and Isaacs, a 2-man wall set up here for Mount Pleasant as they try to prevent Mobe from going ahead at the half-time break. Fletcher's cross is a good one. Curlew bundling off the ball. The ball squeezes across. Isaacs getting close to it, but the ball runs behind for a throw. Well, referee Daniel Parchment has seen enough for the first 45 minutes. Pretty entertaining in front of a huge crowd here. Mobe United going ahead early from the penalty spot from McBain. And Devon Hodges, the 34-year-old veteran, drawing them level with a strike late in the half. There he is, Hodges. So it's 1-1 after 45 minutes here. Mount Pleasant Academy, first here in the top flight Premier League football in Jamaica, challenging the 4-time champions at the break. We'll be back with the highlights of the first half and more from Montego Bay Sports Complex. We think could benefit Mount Pleasant here as they get ready to start the second half, George, is they have players coming from several different clubs, or players who have played with each other for so long. As you said, Ladale Ritchie has played for so many years with Ronaldo Rodney from Mobe. From Humberland, you've got Ricardo Campbell and Gregory Lewis. They're coming into this setup, and Kevon Isaac. So they are in bunches, having players that have been a part of previous setups before, so in their own quarters on the field are having a level of understanding that has come from years. Fletcher there with the late boot and the foul.
Yeah, head injury. Referee Daniel Parchment summoning the medical staff from the Mount Pleasant team, and we have an early stoppage. One of the points we didn't emphasize in the first half, Lance, was how physical a game it was. Real full-blooded. This is Fletcher goes up. Oh, he drops and he hits his head on the landing. I did that once when I was in high school, and I can tell you, when you land, you see all the planets in the solar system. And Liston James here is a big lad. And that was a heavy fall by him.
Yeah, one of two players in this current Mount Pleasant playing roster that actually helped the team to qualify for the Red Stripe Premier League. Only two of them finding themselves in the starting roster tonight as the current setup proliferated with transfers in the summer to beef up the strength of their team.
Yeah, out of your shot there, Lance. There's a conference going on involving 2 Mount Pleasant players and 1 Mobe player. Ronaldo Rodney, Ladale Ritchie and Wozencroft, men who played and fought for the same cause not so long ago.
Yeah, 2 championship titles, 2014 and 2016 with Mobe United. Now Mount Pleasant having the benefit of Ritchie and Rodney in their setup. Benbow, a lot of skill from this young man. Now he does a little too much and loses the ball.
Oh, why didn't you say that, Lance? It was just a false touch that got him in trouble.
Here he is setting the ball back. Through a pass. Curlew feeding Fletcher through. Kelby does really well there.
Excellent use of the body.
Keeps the ball away. Now here's Isaacs. He's played well tonight here for Mount Pleasant. Kevon Isaacs.
He has been regal in that midfield role, breaking up the Mobe United plays.
I can't recall him, this 22-year-old Isaacs, being this outstanding while he played for Humberland.
Well, he didn't play in the same role, did he?
Yeah.
Because one of your favorite players at Humberland was often utilized in that position that he's playing in tonight.
Hugh Howell.
I'm talking about the tall man that calls himself the gorilla, Hugh Howell, yes?
McCallum. There's a lot of pace, McCallum. Too much pace, in fact.
He's had a difficult game, McCallum. Has tackled well, but has been overwhelmed at times, not helped by his centre half or his defenders, his deep line midfielders. Has been overwhelmed at times by the Montego United thrust down his side of the pitch.
A utility player, McCallum, in the left back role tonight. We've seen him previously playing for Portmore in a midfield role. Sometimes also an attacking role.
Is his brother still at Portmore United, Kambunji McCallum? I think he's still on the books.
Yeah, maybe. So, Baines penalty in the 8th minute for Mobe, and Devon Hodges equalizer on 30 minutes. The high points of this game so far. Huge midfield battles going on here. Mobe now in control of this. Inside, but Kelly gets the header out. Wow, that looked pretty aggressive though. High boot almost into the face of the attacking player, but Benbow is on the counter-attack. His pass a little too close to Drummond, who challenges successfully for the ball.
Yeah, Fletcher is hurt in the opposing penalty box, and the Mobe players are angry that Parchment didn't flag. Well, actually not Fletcher, it's Alanotti.
Yeah. A wild clearance there, I thought. Liston James.
The follow-through caught him.
Yeah.
The hand first and then the follow-through with the boot. So I thought he was kicked in the head for a minute. Poor Alanotti, he's holding his head, they're spraying his back. Banged up is the verdict, Lance.
Yeah. A January transfer from Mobe to Waterhouse last season, but he's now back in the Mobe colours.
So the ball is cleared. That's not it's not a height because he cleared the ball. The striker is running towards the path of the ball was diverted, and then on the follow-through, the defender caught him. So, yeah.
So Otti in a lot of discomfort. Wow. Mobe having warming up on the side.
Another hard tackle, Keneal Curlew this time in on Gregory Lewis. And I mentioned the hard tackles in the first half. We've started the second half with some really meaty challenges.
Lewis with 3 humble and sub transfers to Mount Pleasant. Ricardo Campbell and Kevon Isaacs. All having an impact on the game tonight. Mount Pleasant facing a 2-man wall. Look at the number of blue shirts in the box waiting for scoring opportunities. Probably 6 of them. The ball set back here. Isaacs tries to thread the ball through. Campbell with a high pass upfield. Drummond trying to get the ball away. Beckford wins it under pressure. Beckford knocked over. I think he's finally won himself a free kick.
Yeah, that's not intelligent defending at all from the gang led by Anthony Drummond. Beckford was going nowhere. They had a couple of nibbles. The referee didn't blow. All he had to do was just shepherd him down the line. That wasn't called. Okay, that wasn't called. What will you do now? He's going nowhere. He's outnumbered. There's 3 of them defending. And then Matt Bain committed the foul.
Wow. So it takes 3 to challenge Kevon Beckford, who is yet to score so far this season. Having struck 12 times last year for Waterhouse.
Meanwhile, Otti's back on the field. We'll be back to their full complement, Lance.
Mount Pleasant trying to go ahead now from this free kick. Lewis, 2-man wall set up to the far post. Isaac satisfied to take the throw. The Vuvuzella's dying down for the moment. 9 minutes into the second half. This has been a robust battle here between 2 quality teams.
Yeah, but Mount Pleasant rather controlling the game now. Mobe left to just feed off the counter-attack here and there.
Curlew. Robinson.
And something that wasn't evident in the first part of the game. Mobe now always looking to hurry when they have the ball. That was a rushed clearance, and they could have played their way out of trouble. And he's not happy, Vassal Reynolds.
First touch there from Tommy Grant. Oh, there it goes. Benko with a cross inside. Sliding clearance. Rodney. Connor. Isaacs. James. Under pressure from Fletcher. Connor. Rodney. Benko does it out to retrieve it. Still Benko. Beckford with a header down. Team in the end.
Beautiful from Mount Pleasant once again. Those 2 linking up, the 2 wide forwards, Benbow and Bushy Beckford. Beckford drifting off the flank to get into the 18-yard box. I didn't think he'd have won that header. This is Benbow's cross to him. Gets up, free header, direction poor.
Yeah, Tony spoke up just a bit earlier on, George, about the combination of these players, Waterhouse, Beckford and Benbow. They would have understood each other so well, and you could see that Benbow searched for Beckford with that cross. Beckford hounding for the ball. Drummond with the clearance. Grant. Tony Grant. Score of Bain. Turns pass forward, finds Natalie Grant. Grant with room now. Now he's lost the room, has to check his advance. Mount Pleasant players given enough time to recover and defend. Matt Baines long ball across to Ati. Robinson. Anthony Grant. Fletcher. Still Fletcher. He keeps the ball away. Richie. Richie under some pressure. His teammates help him out. Bengal has space. Hodges turns expertly. Ronley's pass asks Bengal a little bit too much.
Meanwhile, Richie's down injured. Went down early in the half with a leg injury and got a heavy, I think he says he's done, Lance. Yeah, that heavy strapping on the left leg wasn't there to start the game, wasn't there to start the second half. He got that after he went down early in the second half, the strapping to help him, but he just did the universal sign that I'm done.
Undone there by a hammy. In that passage of play, almost gave up something there for the Mount Pleasant team. So a key component of the Mount Pleasant team now has to exit the game. Kevin Graham is the man set to replace Ladale Ritchie. And Graham, one of 4 players currently on the bench who were part of this Mount Pleasant setup before the wave of summer transfers.
Will relish his opportunity now. That's how football goes. Your teammate gets injured, you get in. Devon Hodges now wearing the captain's armband, the veteran striker. The disappointed Ladale Ritchie trudges to the sidelines to come out.
Shot there of Hodges, who looks a little bit winded himself, George, at 34 years old. In such a robust game, his legs will start to weaken as well. So, as Graham gets some playing time here, there's a Moby player down. I think the ball struck him pretty heavily there.
Yeah, Otti again.
Wow.
You know when you're a fielder in cricket lands and the ball keeps following you around?
Yeah.
Well, Otti's experiencing the equivalent of that in football. Even Bushy Beckford is concerned.
Yeah, the ball hit him very powerfully in the face. You saw it. And he has had a tough night, Alan Otti.
Oh, I think he's concussed, you know. They're turning him on his side. This is not good. And no doubt they'll try to ensure that his airway is clear. Yeah, he looks to have gotten back to this parish, Alan Otti.
He was struck pretty heavily in the face.
I heard that from here, and I'm wearing earphones.
Yeah. So medically, they would have to be convinced that he doesn't have a concussion, because if he does, he has to exit the game.
Oh yes. So they'll do a test.
Yeah, new FIFA guidelines in the past couple of years.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Look at that. The sweat knocked off his face, off his head.
You know what that looked like, George?
What?
That looked like the sweat of George Foreman's face when Muhammad Ali knocked him out in Zaire.
Oh yes.
In 1975.
Oh yes.
I'm seeing the picture now.
Yes.
Wow. Otti's groggy. Isaacs turns well. Gets an alert challenge from Robinson, who stops his advance. Oh, there's Otti. His eyes look red. But he's courageous. He's back in business. Doesn't want to be left out of the action. He's back up against some of his Waterhouse teammates from last year.
And his old coach.
His old coach.
I watch me. So
teammates
when we come back here, and we try to come back on this line to help you win. If you win back at 1-man, you just stay 15 minutes in front. You never over there. So important though that when you win it in here, you get there quickly. See him?
Strategy. Good counter-attacking play here. McConnell from the left. The cross to the far post. Beckford gets to it now. Or doesn't it? No, doesn't.
Change to be made by Mobe now. Sean McBean was the man getting the instructions there, the tactical directions from Vassarella's going to come in short order.
Oh, that's Drummond brave. Puts his head into a risky play. As Hodges went with the boot to try to retrieve it. Struck in the face by Hodges' boot.
Pulled. Hasn't looked too much out of place at this level, the young man. But disappointed to be getting the hook, and he doesn't even go to the touchline to wish his colleague good luck. He just trudges off and enter for Sean McBean, number 19. The game has lost some fluency though, although Mount Pleasant have looked good in spells, especially when Rodney's on the ball and he plays in Benbow. They look very dangerous when those two combine. But in the main, it's been a bit choppy in the second half.
Benbow goes wide with a lateral pass. Beckford, chance here for Beckford again with a left-footed strike. What a save on the near post.
Fantastic save by Hutchinson. Benbow on the right foot. You could see him measuring that cross. He pulled it back behind Devon Hodges. Then the rebound came to him and he lashed it with the left foot, the favored foot. But the goalkeeper alert and on point. His positioning was good. This is him being played in. Beckford, right foot not his strong one. Plays it back. Hodges had gone too far forward, but then he lashed it forward, and Hutchinson, they say positioning for a goalkeeper 7 out of 10. And he was on point.
That was heading somewhere towards the near post. 100% sure it was going in, but judging from Beckford's reaction, he thought it may have been squeezing by on the near post. 4 shots on target for Mount Pleasant here in the second half.
Well, I tell you what, I'd like if our producers could tell us how many stoppages we've had in the second half, Lance. We've had several in the 19 minutes played, in the 18 minutes played. Injury here, injury there. Substitution. Yeah. Not had the fluent attacking game we had for much of the first half.
Yeah. I guess with the early season state of the league, maybe the players at this moment are not yet at peak fitness. No coach wants their team to be peaking in September when the title is being decided in April and May.
Yeah. So we've had 3 injury stoppages, we're being told, in the first half, and because they've been so long, they seem like much more than that. And this one is especially long because it's the goalkeeper. The game can't restart without him.
There were a couple of stoppages for a couple of Otti injuries as well.
Yeah. But I tell you what, given the players that Duki has brought into this Mount Pleasant team, Lance, the fact that he's been able to buy who he wants, there is tremendous pressure on him. That man has scored already, Devon Hodges, but this was the first goal, the first incident, handball call against Ricardo Campbell. McBain from 12 yards into the top right-hand corner. Unsavable those are.
Yeah.
Then the foul, Isaac strikes the free kick. Hutchinson doesn't gather cleanly. Hodges swoops for 1-1. Back to live action.
So those are the goals so far in the match. Will we get a third now? Headed away by Curlew for Mobe. Lewis unable to keep that one in. Throw to Mobe deep inside their own half from the left side.
I was saying to you that Donovan Lucky was given a trolley and instructed to go into the Premier League supermarket lines and take whatever he wants off the shelf. That's what he has done. That's why there's tremendous pressure on him, notwithstanding the fact that Mount Pleasant in name is a new team. This isn't a new team in terms of personnel bought.
I would suggest that they are title contenders.
But they have to be.
Yeah, I don't think it is wayward to suggest that they're title contenders based on the quality of their team, and we have to say the quality of their coach as well.
But you have to, because he is a quality coach. Another change being made, number 20 coming on for Mount Pleasant now. Kesslon Hall. And number 7, Devon Hodges has run his race, Lance. He won't give you 90 minutes these days.
Yeah, we thought so. He was beginning to look a bit winded. So Kesslon Hall, yet another one of the players that helped to qualify Mount Pleasant Academy for Premier League football, is rewarded now with some playing time in the big league.
And this is what Hodges did in the first half. That's what they pay him for. The big man gets on the score sheet and he leaves in the 67th minute.
Kesslon Hall is on. You understand he's the brother, George, of Rondy Smith, the Portmore United player, who scored a couple of goals, outstanding ones, last week in the Monday Night Football game.
Yeah, and Rondy Smith is an outstanding talent for Portmore United. And look, the player coach Dwayne Ambusley, the man who says giving away the ball is a sin, comes on to retain possession for Mobile United, and he replaces the young number 20, Devon Turner.
So Dwayne Ambusley, now 38 years old, has some kind of a player coach role in this current team. Had a couple of international outings for the Reggae Boys 2 seasons ago, and is also on the coaching staff for Rossies as well. So his emphasis is beginning to change. Let's see what he does here tonight on the field. Fletcher chases. Liston James gets there in front. Drummond with a header up. Beckford with a headed pass to Hall. Hall's first touch wasn't as good as it needed to be, but look at Bento's pace. It's his pace that won him the ball. Sean McBean, the 19-year-old substitute that just came on, getting his first touch of the ball in that passage of play, replacing another 19-year-old, Natalie Grant.
Curlew just putting too much meat on that, and Dwayne Ambusley balling at him to forget that bad pass. Let's mark up and not give them an easy pass from the throw.
Nicholas Ampansa there, the United central defender.
Aggressive from Ati. Beckford wanted the foul call, saying he was kicked in the face.
Beckford, successful striker for Waterhouse the past couple of seasons. For Mike Simpson, 12 goals last year for Waterhouse, 7 goals the year before. Previously played for Fraser's Whip and Riverline St. Catherine football.
Has been around for a long time, Kamar Beckford, and has really had the last 2 seasons of his career have been the best. Really caught the national attention last year with his play for Waterhouse. Big money move to Mount Pleasant, and he has looked the part already.
There's Casarella's shouting some instructions. A couple of these Humber Land players, he would have coached them 2 years ago. Now he's coaching against them. Fletcher with a great pass forward to Ati, but his pass has too much weight on it. I think Jordan Fletcher tonight, George, could be a little bit disappointed with the service that he has gotten tonight from his midfielders.
He has to be, but then again, even when the service has been good, Ricardo Campbell has kept his company.
Yeah. Oh, Curlew does really well here. Still Curlew. Ati with a strike.
Has to be better.
Yeah.
Must do better, Alan Ati. That ball came to him. He had space, he had time. Could have taken a touch out of his feet. This is Curlew. Robust in the challenge, brave.
Does really well here, Curlew.
Has to do better.
Yeah. I think strike didn't offer too much difficulty there for Kadeem Davis, who's a solid goalkeeper. Didn't flourish last year while he was at Waterhouse.
No, it was underwhelming for most of the time.
Yeah, but was outstanding for Humberland a couple of seasons before. Substitute. Beckford's control not that good. He recovers well though. Curlew robbed of the ball by Hall. Beckford. Pass short by Beckford. Isaacs with a cross inside. Oh, Beckford, back beam, gets in the way. Big kick downfield. Here comes Rodney, being hounded now by Mponsa. Beckford flicks inside. Benbow doesn't get himself in line for a shot. And it's Ampersley that takes the ball away for Montego United, much to the delight of his home fans.
That's experience and class.
Fletcher roughed up from behind by James. Quick restart. Graham back to Campbell. And Montego player down hurt.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant player down hurt.
Both.
Yeah. Rosencroft up, Fletcher down. Fletcher took a hard tackle a few moments ago. But then Rosencroft jumped into the chest of his Mount Pleasant attacker to evade the tackle. The Mount Pleasant man came off the worst. But this has been a real physical game. That's the thing I'll take away from this contest, Lance. How hard the tackles have been. This is Rosencroft trying to get away from Gregory Lewis. Benbow trying to run through his opponent. And wants a free kick right there, Lance.
Yeah. Doesn't get much sympathy from referee Daniel Parchment. Well, any sympathy from referee Daniel Parchment as Dwayne Ambersley took the ball away and moved clear with the ball. Gregory Lewis hurt. He'll have to take some time off the field. So two key Mount Pleasant Academy players are now off. The goal scorer Devin Hodges and Dale Ritchie, their holding midfielder. Maybe Dickie may be thinking in terms of securing a point here with some key tools in his armory on the bench with him.
Yeah, and there's another point why Montego Bay United, but Mount Pleasant, beg your pardon, are tight contenders. Look at Kevin Graham, a player they brought off the bench just now. This is a man who played 2 seasons ago for Arnett Gardens in the RSPL. Didn't get a lot of playing time, but played enough for the Junglists. Went down a step to play with Mount Pleasant, and now back in the Premier League with this Mount Pleasant team, and he's a man in reserve. They have the quality of squad to finish top of the pile at the end of it, is the point being made.
Yeah. Obviously. Seeing kind of fights hard for the ball there, and Mount Pleasant coming with it.
Another stoppage, Lance.
Yeah.
This is getting ridiculous now. Looks like McBain. Yeah, this is McBain. Remember I told you, hasn't looked right since that tackle from Campbell in the first half.
Yeah.
And here he is, Kesslon Hall. Ooh, in the shin. Got some studs in the shin there.
Being 33 years old. Really hurting now. Some of the fresh legs on for Mount Pleasant Academy beginning to make their presence felt. Reynolds studying what he made do over the last 15 minutes of this match. Eyes on for Matt Payne. Fans have seen 2 first-half goals, nothing yet in the second half to stir their emotions. Isaacs was played solidly tonight. Benbo's first touch not good. Fletcher. Ambersley. No, this is Ambersley now. Graham with a high kick that goes over the top and over the touchline. Pretty aimless play there. Mobe's support not looking too vibesy at the moment. Curlew. Bit of a short pass there when he was getting Rodney in.
And was there in time to knock the ball off Rodney for the throw. Yeah, the second half has been a letdown compared to what we had in the first half. I was expecting more, but too many stoppages caused by injuries to various players.
Benbo's pass upfield. Isaacs. Benford under pressure. Knocked over. McBean. It's Sean McBean, the substitute that just came on. Free kick to Mount Pleasant.
The most experienced part of this Montego Bay United team is in the midfield. That's why they brought on Ambersley now to ensure that they at least don't lose the game. They were losing a handle because I noted how Mount Pleasant were, for whatever passages of play we've had in the second half, have looked brighter in attack. Here's that man again. Isaacs pacing out a free kick.
Strong effort, crashes into the 2-man Mobe wall. That was going on target for sure. Wonderful striker of the ball, Isaacs. Coming out of a Manchester High DaCosta Cup setup 4 years ago, a school that threatened so many years for the Costa Cup success, but not quite achieving it. Pleasant. Curlew gets in the way. Wozencroft. Fletcher puts the chase on, but Campbell gets there before him.
Yeah, those two again, Lance. It's been a battle that has been raging from the first minute. Wozencroft's pass was good enough, at least giving Fletcher a chance. But Campbell's coverage was excellent. Another change being made by Mobe United. They're going to bring number 7, Winston Wilkinson on. And Jordan Fletcher. Well, number 14, beg your pardon, Orlando McBain, banged up. The goal scorer is going to come out.
One of those nights too, George, where it's difficult to select a man of the match. I would suggest that it's not often that it happens, but the defensive line for both teams have been so solid tonight, offering little opportunities for the front men, that they have to be candidates as well.
Oh, you are correct. You are correct. And Ponza at centre-half for Montego Bay United has been immense.
Yeah.
Campbell has been immense.
Even though he gave up the penalty. It's his brilliant play that has shut out the likes of Jordan Fletcher, who is the type of player that, if given room, if given opportunities, can badly hurt defenders. Mobe under pressure. Sliding challenge there from Robinson. Curlew fights hard for the ball and wins it. Good work. Now Otti goes away down the left side. Fletcher back to Otti. Otti with a poor effort. Wow. He would like to have a replay on that.
Well, the crowd gives him the treatment. Fletcher goes over to give him some encouragement, but rightly booed Alan Otti. That ball is for Jermaine Wozencroft, man. That's a ball you slip inside. Otti combining with Fletcher. Gets the return pass, lovely weight on it. That has to be Wozencroft, that has to be the pass. Look at the middle. Oh my goodness. Wrong option.
did poorly there at a time in the game that games are won with more precision.
Well, Sean McBean giving him the supporting run, not Wuzenkopf, because I was wondering where Wuzenkopf got that pace from.
Isaacs tumbles over from the challenge from Sean McBean. There's Andersley. He looks bothered.
Yeah. Yes, this is by far the best Alan Otter game I've seen in years. He always underwhelms me. Has been bright tonight.
Great skill here from Benbo. Isaacs trying to get the shot off. Oh, he wins a free kick. Ambersley, deep top, committed a foul. Referee Daniel Parchman having some trouble now keeping the control of the game.
Absolutely, but guess what? He gives a goal kick because the free kick was taken quickly, too quickly. And Ambersley had a go at his defense for not being alert to the quick free kick. Number 12 is coming in for Mount Pleasant in the meantime. A lot happened there. The free kick was the right call. This is that man for Sean McBean again, harassing Isaacs.
Yeah. Isaacs was fouled there for sure. So McBean substitute.
Look at this quick free kick. And Ambersley having a go at his defenders. How could you switch off?
May have been offside as well though, so even if the pass had been found its target. Benbo! What a strike! What a save! Oh, this is brilliant stuff! Cardell Benbo! Ducky grimaces at what could have been.
Tremendous play. Beat his man easily, back away by Wuzenkopf, rocks Drummond to one side, the ball in front of him, just off the outside of the boots. He was trying to bend it, but Hutchinson got two hands to it, and just enough to take it away from his left hand post. Tremendous.
Benbo comes to life. Peter Gold, CEO of Mount Pleasant Academy, seeing an opportunity there for a late goal and a possible victory.
The goalkeeper is down for Montego Bay United, Hutchinson.
Maybe he has some sprained fingers there, George, because that was a bullet-like strike from Benbo.
Wow. Bad giveaway from one of the best ball handlers on the pitch, Jermaine Wuzenkopf, giving the ball away criminally in his own half, deep enough, inviting Benbo to run at his defense. This is the poor pass, straight to Benbo. Drummond is left for dead. And look at him. Yeah. Reports are that there may be a need for a goalkeeper change from the Montego United bench.
He's flashing that right hand. Oh, but he looks like he means business. Body language here doesn't suggest, but he's strapping his gloves on again. So he's going to continue.
Drama king.
Look at Benbo. That strike was tremendous. A player with immense ability. Hasn't really flourished tonight because of the tight defense on him. James trying to lob the ball back up inside. Not sure why he didn't drive his left boot into that one. Under pressure, Liston James does well. Lewis. Isaacs. Substitute Latroy Lane, who is another player from the original Mount Pleasant roster. For the waiver of summer transfers. These 3 or 4 of them on now, who helped get Mount Pleasant here in the first place. And Coach Ducky rewarding them with some playing time. Red Stripe Football Mondays night. Lewis. Oh, great work here by Kessler Hall. And Wogan's defense line standing strong.
Drummond has also had a good game in that back line, alongside Mponza for Montego United. That's him. So your man of the match, Lance, if the score remains the same, may have to be a defender from one side.
Yeah, I think there is a strong conversation for that. Campbell, Ponza, Drummond, some of the names that come to mind. Benbo, Hutchinson going for the Mobe team has also brought up some fine saves to keep his team in.
I'll tell you what, he's a good candidate.
Benbo's corner. Strong effort on goal. Ling. Benbo. Fights hard. Foul committed on Curlew. Free kick to Mobe United into the final 4 minutes of normal time, although we suspect that there could be significant time added on because of the stoppages we've seen in the second half.
Yeah. Ronaldo Rodney, for instance, didn't build on the platform he set for himself in the first half, was imperious at times in the first half, but because of the choppiness of the game in the second dance, didn't really put his stamp on proceedings over the second 45 minutes.
Strong battle for the ball, Graham for Mount Pleasant. There he is. I think the free kick is for him.
Yeah. I think he had a spell at Rivoli as well, Kevin Graham, before Arnett Gardens. So he's been around a bit, the young man.
Liston James. Poor pass, he was looking there for McCann. McCann didn't have the legs to get there. There's James, who also had some time at Rivoli. He was a part of this Mount Pleasant team that dominated football in St. Anne and then successfully engaged in playoffs against Barbican, Madonna and Dunbeholden earlier this year to get a Premier League spot.
Yeah. And was the, well, and Ponza trying to slow things down. Here that we're going to get 5 minutes of time tacked on to the end of the 90 lands. That seems just about right.
Yeah, I can't say we're surprised. Beckford, McCullough, big kick inside. Hutchinson with the easy take. I was just hoping that someone would come with some magic now, George, and give us an easy job with a man of the match honour.
Yeah.
Because at the moment we're struggling.
But here's the thing, because the both sets of central defenders have been good, so they cancel each other out, because I can't see how you'd say the Mobe United 2 have been better than the Mount Pleasant 2. I'm leaning towards the Mobe United goalkeeper because he's had some big saves to make in this game so far.
Yes. He's done really well. And on that last effort has hurt his hand as well. But he's showing bravery in continuing through to the end. Oh, excellent skill there by Wilkins, who's come on from Mobe United. I'm just looking pretty miserable now. Not too effective with that clearance.
It's a good sign. There are a lot of positives to take from this game. Jermaine Wozencroft, for instance, last season he'd have been long gone off the pitch by this time, Lance, because he didn't last much beyond the 60-minute mark. He will play the whole game tonight. Didn't see a lot of 90 minutes under Rob Underwood, the previous Mobe United coach. So it's a good sign for them that he can contribute over 90 minutes.
Ball crossed inside. Benbo with a flick on. Drummond with the clearance. Graham with a header up. Oh, great touch there by Benbo. Oh, this looks good from Mount Pleasant, but now they've lost it. Smart midfield tackling there by, wow, the challenge from Graham on Wozencroft. And Ambersley loses his temper and charges in on Graham. Referee Parchment now becomes a boxing referee.
Yeah, good to see the assistant getting into the mix. But Ambersley, incensed the red mist descending, did not. I was just speaking about Jermaine Wozencroft and the fact that he lasted 90 minutes. A player who is injury prone at the best of times. And Kevin Graham loves a tackle, did so at Arnett Gardens. Let's see from the replay what he did. That has angered the Mobile United players so. He just went at the ball hard. That's a reckless challenge because he didn't take due care of what would happen to the player in that instance. So I can't see the reason for the anger, but not the reason for Ambersley doing that.
Yeah, Ambersley lost it there. But it really looked reckless from Graham because I don't think in the end he got close to the ball. I think the ball had gone. And even now, the tempers are still flaring.
Coolest man in the house, Donovan Ducky. Wozencroft has not gotten up since that tackle dance.
It was a very reckless challenge, I can say that. If we look at it again, we'll see, I think, how far he was from the ball when he made contact with Wozencroft.
I just think you don't tackle a fellow professional or semi-professional. You don't tackle a fellow player like this. Keeps it away from Keston Hall. That's a reckless challenge. That's a challenge that deserves a booking.
Yeah, the ball had gone. The ball had already gone from Wozencroft's boot. And Graham followed through with a very vicious-looking challenge.
And the thing is, referee Daniel Parchment was already dealing with it because he had pulled close to Kevin Graham and was speaking to him. So Ambersley really didn't need to do that, but yeah, that's a bad tackle on a fragile player.
Yeah, the whole right side of his leg there would have been bruised from that challenge. So Graham fierce in that challenge as a substitute coming on. Doesn't, based on his body language, suggest he has any remorse for the challenge.
Doesn't see what he did wrong.
Yellow card confirmed for Kevin Graham. So Mobe down to 10 men for the moment. Wozencroft looks as if he will be getting back into the game pretty swiftly. Somewhere that Ambersley also picked up a yellow card for his challenge. Yes, that's confirmed. Shutting Graham in the chest in anger at Graham's challenge on Wozencroft. So a minute remaining in the 5 added on, but I think this is one of the cases where when the time is added on, you hear that the truth is that at least 5 minutes will be added on.
Yeah.
So because of the stoppage, I think it will be more than 5 now. Beckford with a shot. No, he comes across goal. My word. That's pretty much unlike Kamar Beckford. Normally he was striking that goal. He looked as if he was going for a pass to the far post.
Yeah, I was trying to find the Cardinal Benbow. Keston Hall flicks it forward. Nice first touch. You thought on the left foot it would have been money, but no.
Oh, the ball held on to by Hutchinson. The referee's whistle had gone as well.
But he was fouled, is what they were saying. That's your man of the match, Lance?
I think marginally on a tough night when credit has to go to both teams and their defensive line for the work that they've done in stifling the offensive thrust of both teams. Fletcher puts some pace on. Davis cleans up pretty easily. But part of Davis's job has been made easier tonight because of the excellent work his central defenders in front of him have done.
Absolutely so. They've been rock solid. And they have come under pressure.
So the 5 minutes expired, but because of the stoppage during the time added on, more time being added here. Wow, ball slips out of the goalkeeper's hand, but he was fouled.
Yeah, he was fouled.
Here we were saying that he was just about to spoil his man of the match over, but he was fouled, no fault of his own. So the final whistle we expect to go pretty soon, and bruising, we have to say, 1-1 scoreline at the moment between Mobe and Mount Pleasant Academy. Oh, and there's the final whistle from Damian Parchment. They'll have to share the points. Mobe United and Mount Pleasant Academy 1-1. So Mount Pleasant moving up now to 7 points. So they're now into the number 2 spot behind Tivoli on 9. So they joined UWI on 7 points, and they share +2 as a goal difference. 4 goals for and 2 against, so they're locked on 2nd spot, UWI and Mount Pleasant. So at 1-1, that's the final score. Mount Pleasant coming from St. Anne, traveling across to the north coast here to take on Mobe in their own city, and going away with a point. Back with the highlights and post-match stuff after the break.
Say one bag of gold medal pan me now. Red stripe alone champion boy go. Pan up pour them a singing anthem to. Red stripe, watch out, watch out, watch out. Man shall I make a forward boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal winner run from boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy now. Back down we run him all a can boy. The Red stripe Premier League champion boy, yeah yo.
Montego Bay United at home at the Mobe Sports Complex here. Their fans have to settle with a 1-1 scoreline against visiting team of the moment, Mount Pleasant Academy, who have dropped their first points of the season. But it was a bruising out encounter. Lots of aggressive tackling and a pair of goals in the first half for either team. It's been a cool night here at the Mobe Sports Complex. Mobe United on the attack early. The handball, Alan Otis cross inside, striking the arm of Ricardo Campbell. He doesn't like the referee's decision, but penalty, says referee Damian Parchment. Campbell not pleased, but Matt Bain is, with a powerful right-footed shot, unstoppable. 1-0 after 8 minutes for the home team, Montego Bay United. Superb strike there from Orlando McBain, his 2nd goal of the season, both from the penalty spot. A foul here on Gregory Lewis by Keneal Curlew, and the free kick from Isaacs, stopped partially by Hutchinson, but he can't stop this effort from Devon Hodges, the 34-year-old striker, on spot to pounce. That was on 30 minutes. And that was 1-1. Mount Pleasant pressing forward for the winner. Beckford with a strike and a brilliant save on the near post by our man of the match, Hutchinson. Alan Otti with a strike from the angle. Doesn't give the goalkeeper too much concern on the near post. Here comes Benbow. Brilliant work by the 23-year-old. His right-footed shot is powerful, but again Hutchinson gets in his way. Hutchinson accentuating his performance tonight, which earned him the man of the match honor, denying Benbow. So that's how it would end, 1-1 between Mount Pleasant Academy and Mobe United. 12 attempts on the Mount Pleasant goal, 5 of them on target. Only 3 attempts on the goal for Montego Bay United, 2 on target. 27 fouls in the match, 16 to Montego Bay United, 3 yellow cards in the end, 2 to the visiting Mount Pleasant. 50-50 in the possession game, 8 corners forced by Mount Pleasant, just 1 corner forced by Montego Bay United. So it's been a bruising match here tonight, a pretty even Steven fixture, and Mount Pleasant come away with a point and protect their undefeated record so far this season. Xavier Hutchinson, man of the match for Montego Bay, is with George Davis.
Thank you very much, Lance. So I'm here with our man of the match this evening, the goalkeeper for Montego Bay United, Xavier Hutchinson. This trophy is yours, sir. and you will hold it as well as you held those shots in the game. Tell me about the goal. The free kick was struck well. It swerved. You didn't catch it cleanly. Was it the force of the shot or the direction it took?
Well, the force of the shot and the ball served. It served, and I just say can't do nothing but just make the save. Hope defender would help me.
Yeah.
But good shot. Come off second best. Have something for work on night training same way. Yeah, man. We just go focus, regroup, and come again hard.
All right. Thank you very much, Xavier, and all the best to you.
Good luck. Same to you.
Xavier Hutchinson, the goalkeeper for the Montego Bay United team, our man of the match. Donovan Duki steps into the shot. Donovan, we felt it necessary to award their goalkeeper with the man of the match award because he produced 2 key moments to repel your team. Overall, your verdict on the 90 minutes given to you in terms of the performance by your boys tonight?
Well, I wouldn't say we started slowly, but Mobe, they started extremely fast. They were pushing the game through the channels, through half space, wide spaces. They got their wingers involved. I thought we did poorly in midfield to have allowed German Uzenkraft to be passing so much in the channel in the first half. It hurted us somewhat. It was unfortunate, the penalty, but it was a good call by the referee. He did excellently. We kept on staying in the game. I thought after we conceded the goal, we stepped up 1 or 2 more lines. We took control of the midfield. We created some possibilities. It was a wonderful free kick by Isaac. The goalkeeper was really undone by that one. I was very impressed by it. 1-1, I thought was a fair result in the end. At the end of the first half, at the beginning of the second half, I thought we went for the game. We went for the kill, and we made a few changes. I thought impacted the game very well. It gave us offensive balance. We had more possibilities, more options. We had more look-ins on goal. In the late stage of the game, I thought we had a wonderful opportunity for Isaac to kick. We tried a quick start, it didn't work. But I was very impressed. It's a good mixture of youthfulness and maturity, seniority by some of the Mobe United players. They did pretty well today. I thought it was a spectator's treat. It more resembled a boxing match for 25 minutes in the second period. I was very impressed by the transition of both teams. We did well. We stood up. Point from home is always good. I thought we did a lot of things excellently. We did some things poorly, but everything is in preparation for this final game for next year. So what we have to do is keep on analyzing, and we are going to do our analysis. We're going to do our SWOT and our reflection at the end and see where we can improve.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Donovan.
Thank you very much.
Good. Donovan Duki there, comprehensive with his assessment of the game, what his team did right and what they can work on in the coming weeks. Vasily Reynolds, your team started very, very fast. You got the goal from the penalty, a good call by the referee, one would suspect. But then Mount Pleasant started to take control. Your boys stood firm though.
Yeah, we stood firm. I thought most things that we did in the week in preparation for this game came to fruition. I thought that was the plan. We wanted to press them early in the first 15 minutes. I thought we back off a little bit and Mount Pleasant seized the initiative and took control. But I thought we fought gallantly, and I'm pretty impressed with how we finished the game.
We were impressed by your goalkeeper, of course. We named him the man of the match. How, from your perspective, how well did Hutchinson do between the sticks for you? He
has done well. Coach Bright has been doing a whole lot of work with him. We praised him this evening. I think he kept us in the game, and I think he did well.
Young Jordan Fletcher up front had a battle royal with Ricardo Campbell, an experienced centre-half. Fletcher still young, still learning the game. From your perspective, how well did he do in this game?
I thought he showed some improvement from the last 2 games. He's getting there fitness-wise. As I told you before the game, that's one of the main things we're focusing on. We wanted to play the ball a little bit closer to his feet instead of him chasing. And I thought he held up very well for 90 minutes.
Finally, Vassal, you've done something that 2 big teams before you haven't done, which is to take points off the hot team of the moment. What has tonight's game told you about your teams, where they are now in the rebuilding process?
That will belong there. Clearly, the Mount Pleasant team is a favourite on paper. They have a wonderful squad, and we said to ourselves that if we can get something out of this game, that would give us a platform and the motivation and confidence to go forward. And that's we'll just go back to the training ground and keep working.
Well, Vaster, you deserved your point. Congratulations, all the best for the next game.
Yeah, man. Thanks much.
Vaster Reynolds there, the coach of the Mount Pleasant team. So hard-fought contest, good football in the first half, some good moments in the second half, Lance. But as we said on commentary, the game affected by the numerous stoppages we had. But look, Mobe United have slowed the Mount Pleasant Express early in this campaign. There is a lot for the home team to take from this game.
Yeah, and to be fair, I think the furious pace of the first half, George, suggested that it would be pretty difficult for them to keep that pace up for the second half. So apart from the stoppages in the second half, I would suggest that the pace of the game and the fatigue probably started to set in the second half. But an admirable performance here by Mount Pleasant. You heard Vassar Reynolds, the Mobe coach, suggesting that Mount Pleasant are favourites to win the title. That's what he said.
Yeah, but as I said, look, Donovan Ducky has bought very well. He's not just bought, he's bought very well. The players he has brought in, experienced players who've won the Premier League already, young players who are looking to make the next step to solidify themselves in the national team like Benbow and Beckford. He has a very good mix, and he is a coach who knows how to get to a final. Hasn't won it yet. On paper, Mount Pleasant can sweep it all. But for Mobe United, even more importantly, they would have come in after a very lukewarm performance in the last campaign. And this performance suggests to the players that they can build, Lance.
Yeah, we mentioned that the Mobe performance last year, finishing 9th in the table, was a significant step down from what they had done in the previous 4 years when they were 3rd place in the regular season 4 years in a row, which included 2 title successes in 2014 and 2016. So their 9th place finish for Mobe last year would have been hugely disappointing for them. And Coach Vassar Reynolds is trying to rebuild them now.
Yes, indeed. All right, some cricket coming up on the channel. We'll have every ball of the India and West Indies series in tests, ODIs and T20s. We start with the first test on Sportsmax. That's at live on Wednesday at 11 p.m. That's noon, that's midnight, beg your pardon, midnight in the Eastern Caribbean. India against the West Indies. And then Red Stripe Premier League action, our next fixture in this competition, comes up from the Tony Spalding Sports Complex, the jungle, the concrete jungle. Tivoli will be the visitors. Arnott Gardens lying wait, live Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time. That's on Sportsmax too.
Yeah, so that's a story from the Mobe Sports Complex. Of course, don't forget, starting Thursday, the Youth Olympic Games coming from Buenos Aires, Argentina on Sportsmax 1 and Sportsmax 2. We have seen tonight a bruising battle here between Mobe United and visiting Mount Pleasant, who with a point gain here are now joint second in the table with UWI, and along with Tivoli are the 3 undefeated teams in the tournament so far. So Tivoli retaining the lead, UWI and Mount Pleasant now joint second, and Mobe, they have earned a strong point here at home against the Mount Pleasant team that was pretty difficult. You heard George say it. Next week, the Tony Spalding Sports Complex. It's a hot one. Arnott Gardens against Tivoli Gardens, a battle of 2 former champions. Don't miss it.
Red Stripe, Premier League. I miss one bag of gold medal pan me now. Red Stripe alone champion boy go. Pan up pour them a singing anthem. Red Stripe, watcha. Band shall I be the forward boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal when I run from boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy now. Pop down we run the marathon boy. Them wish I never made it that the champion boy fan. Nah man I don't a songsters boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy.